Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jakey here for another reaction. Today, I'm reacting to Season 1, Episode 4 of Echo, the penultimate episode. Last episode, we had Maya kicking ass. She's starting to get a bit of her powers. Well, understanding her powers a little bit more. The fact that in past, she's able to relate to her ancestors that have certain skills. That's what I'm getting from it. She kicks some ass with the Kingpin's goons when they were just goons because Kingpin was dead at the time. And then Kingpin saves Maya from being killed by them by striking fear into their hearts. And the episode ended with him behind, like at Maya's family home, waiting for him with a patch over his eye. So last episode, I only finished watching it about an hour and a half ago. I'm buzzing to get back in to carry on watching this, so that's the brief recap of that. I am excited. I was able to have something to eat, so that's good. I'm now raring and ready to go, but I think I ate so much I'm tired. So hopefully this episode kicks off that where I'm like, ah! And it just wakes me up, you know. Anyway, but either way, I'm not gonna fall asleep, so I'm just gonna jump into this, guys. So I hope I enjoyed this episode. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That'll be superb. But other than that, I'll see you on the other side. Are we jumping right in? Oh, spotlight! This is New York. We're starting off in New York. That's the sound of New York, not Oklahoma. Thank you. 2008, right. 2008? Hold on. 2008. So that is first year of Iron Man. First Iron Man 2008. This is well before yeah, Avengers 1 was 2012.
Use your words.
Oh, this is what a fucker. And obviously he knows how he was treated as a kid, so that's just gonna enrage him.
Uncle has something he needs to do.
Like, bash this guy's brains in. You just make him so much bigger, it's great. Ooh, it's so animalistic. Oh, this is actually like one of the first beatings in the MCU. Someone could probably say it isn't, but still. I mean, proper beatings.
Yes, I need a new jacket.
Oh, I mean, he's trying to make sure Maya doesn't see, but of course she was going to see. But his first thing is, let's not get rid of the body. Let's get a new jacket. That's when he saw greatness in her. That moment there. I just sort of like jumped ahead there without thinking about it. We've got Kingpin running the game since 2008, and we didn't get a mention of him, which makes sense. He's the king of the underworld, you know, the underbelly of crime. Excuse me, but we didn't get a mention of him. Well, first time we saw him was 2008. That was, wow, 16 years ago. Shit. So at least he's been sort of in and around in the scenes in New York for 16 years, wearing these goddamn gorgeous suits, so.
You're dismissed.
I was about to say, he actually employed someone specifically to do sign for her. For him. To her. Oh, shit, yeah, they can't be letting you get away with knowing the shit you know. Oh shit, I just realised he can get away with this because she can't see that around the corner. And he won't be able to hear this either. That's cheeky. Alright, yeah, we're jumping right back into it here. Where do you think you're going, Maya? There we go. There's his entourage. Hold on. Is he putting a contact in her eye? What the fuck has he just done?
Can we please talk?
Oh shit, this is amazing. Oh, he's just cut out the middleman completely.
A gift. I thought it was important that we could communicate with no go-between.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is fucking brilliant.
Dead. Yes. Yes, you made that very clear.
Yes. Yes, you did.
I thought that we could have a Sunday family dinner like we used to.
Is it even Sunday? Is it even Sunday? Fuck it. Yeah.
I'm not angry with you, Maya.
Of course not. That's why he's having dinner with you.
The little souvenir you left me with.
Oh, shit.
I think there's a part of you that's happy that I'm still alive.
Oh, it's hard to get rid of, no, well, you wanted, but now that he's alive, you know.
It told another story just now when you saw me.
Relief?
Relief.
Yes! Oh, God, I'm good!
It hurts. You raised a hand to me in violence.
God, oh. Shit, that is true. His all fucked up eye is pretty gnarly.
That hasn't changed.
This is so cool, this whole sign language thing. What happens when he turns his back if he says something? I mean, if he's walking away so casually, Maya, know that whatever you're planning, like now, if you're trying to poison that wine, he's gonna suspect something. As if what did she pour that out for? What do you think's gonna happen here? Where's the wine? How much was that bottle?
They came highly recommended. Cookies from the vein. Are they still your favorite?
Nod. Don't. Yeah.
Good. Let's hope those don't go the way of the wine.
He's actually given her cutlery as well. He's well prepared. He's well prepared in case she wants to try and kill him. I like how that knife in real life wouldn't make that noise, but they've added it just for suspense.
You want an empire. You'll have it.
But not yours, surely not. Or do you mean eventually she'll have your empire when you're gone?
All you have to do is come home with me.
Right, okay.
Until then, I'm at the Choctaw Casino.
Oh, casino named after her ancestor. Or her ancestor, yeah.
I hope you're on that plane.
So, let's have Sunday dinner. She's going to pour the wine down the drain. He's not even going to have a bite to eat.
Think about it.
Do you know what? Right, listen. That was a real tense sort of scene. It was such a power play from him, doing everything to be as sweet as cherry pie, but then also becoming us as deadly as sin. It's such a good thing, and it built up quite a lot of tension. But I hate that in films, like and television and stuff like that. It's like when I go, "Do you want to have something to eat? Let's have a bite to eat," and they're literally only there for X amount of time, and then like, yeah, I have to go. I know those things happen, but it happens way too often. Like, they've sat down for Sunday dinner, haven't even had a fucking bite to eat, haven't had the wine because it was highly recommended. She's decided to pour it down the drain. Don't even think he or she had a sip of that drink. It's like, it's just a pet peeve of mine, you know. Eat the cookies. Eat the cookies. Eat the cookies. I'll be okay if you eat the cookies. Queen pin. We're actually running just for queen pins.
Tell me, you know why I'm 45 and alone?
Ooh, that's a very loaded question.
Because everyone I cared about was taken away by him.
Oh. Okay. I feel bad for that.
Father died.
came back here and did his dirty work.
That's Kingpin, baby. He has everyone working for him. Even if you don't want even if you don't want it.
Come me. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was wondering whether we'd actually get an actual sorry there. He was mourning himself. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a throwaway comment about this what do you call it? This fair, and I think when Grandma first found out about Maya being back, we actually are doing it. Oh, she does have it as well. Okay, so they're having it at the same time. Who's baby? What? What just happened?
Okay. Maya.
I mean, you would be worried as fuck. Like, imagine literally having that vision. Well, for both perspectives, she's obviously worried as hell what she's just seen. But imagine that you're with someone and suddenly they just look at it and they can't stop looking up. Like, they're like that. That's scary. What was that about? Oh, you're back? Oh, shit. Okay, we're getting a forced reunion.
Go on now.
It's about time. Go on. It's the only way forward. Henry, drive off as well, so they have to bond. I also want to say as well, look, again, I said it, I think, during Hawkeye, and I didn't do my reactions, but the casting for young Maya, to be able to find an actress that suited older Maya is fantastic, because they look the spitting image. Cookies? Were they her favourites?
Something to drink.
Wine? Wine just pour down the drain?
What had we thought so?
It's going to blow your mind that you both have had the same visions. Oh, so this is only since she got the Tamaha. Or Tamaha. Or Tamaha? How do you pronounce that? Hold on. Tamaha. It is Tamaha. Okay. Tamaha. Does it? Not to me or her.
It's what I saw on the night I gave birth to your mother.
Oh, well, hold on. Okay, hold on. When she says that, it's probably because they're linked. It's linked to her mother, right? I immediately thought that she's pregnant. That's what I immediately thought. Fuck being a woman, man. Because, like, listen. Imagine giving birth with no drugs, but giving birth in general. Biting onto a stick. Fuck that. Wait, what? How? What? Excuse me? Where are we? Why are we here?
It was a life or death ordeal.
They brought life. I was about to say, where are the brilliant women at?
She had a gift. She was a healer.
Because she lifted the pain of others? Right.
Mother was killed. My heart shattered.
Yeah, kind of don't really let her off the hook. But listen. She didn't put it. Yeah, okay, hold on. That's harsh, because that's so harsh. Oh my god. Oh, but it's true, because again, she didn't try. She saw it off, saw them off and everything, and it's like, you can't just, again, like I said before, it was that I know she was heartbroken, her world and life and heart shattered. But again, even though his dad say that, he probably was sort of twisted the knife a little bit. It's still kind of, it is right,
Generations are
Echoing. Thank you again. Yeah. Thank you. She's not necessarily letting her off the hook. Let them feel. They both need to feel, but.
How'd that go?
Good on him for staying. Good on him for staying. This music was very abrupt. I did expect this. Did not.
Yeah, I'd say there's something here to fix Pokem's truck.
Everything the light touches.
These two dorks.
Isn't that from Lion King?
Yep.
It's different, but
What is she making? Oh shit! Oh hello, hello. New foot from what's his face? Scully, and it looks like maybe her grandmother's making her a suit. So this might be one fancy get-up we're getting by the end of this series. He's just waiting for her. Look at that. He knew that you were going to eventually turn up.
I suspect you've come to kill me. Again.
But this time... Oh. I was about to do a fun little joke and something dropped from my pocket.
I can't remember a time when I haven't loved you like a daughter. We only had each other. Don't you remember?
This is such a complicated relationship.
All the people you killed for me. Did you plead for their lives?
That's it. He's bringing her down to his level.
Who's the monster?
Oh shit. Oh shit. That was a very good point.
I keep this with me.
Please tell me it's the hammer.
It's to remind myself.
Oh wow, you're putting your gun away and everything. Just to open this.
It's something that I want to pass on.
It's the hammer. It's the hammer. It's the hammer. It's the hammer. It's the hammer.
My father felt.
Yep. Yes, it fucking is.
I killed him to be free. So enough games.
Oh, she's asking you because he's your father figure to kill him.
Here. Free yourself. Go ahead.
I believe this. I believe this, but at the same time, it's such a power play if she doesn't, because he knows that.
You and I, Maya, we've come.
Look how, I need to put this, look how quickly he went from being like, this is to hit my history, this is what I want you to kill me right in and there, come on, get on, and he knew what was going to happen there, so he went, he just went back, oh, guy's a fucking master chess player.
In the morning. Come home.
And he still wants her home, what a hero. I just called Wilson Fisk a hero. That's it. Who's your real family? Your real family. Oh, bye. See ya. Okay. Oh. Airport. Is he gonna crush it in his hands? Is he gonna crush it in his hands? God, that's so fucking... That looks so good on him. Imagine the next scene is... Fuck you, Georgia! But imagine the next scene was literally... it shows the runway and the entire plane is in pieces. Like, bits and pieces. He's just dismantled it with pure rage. And that, guys, my reaction to Echo Season 1, Episode 4. The penultimate episode. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I think I enjoyed last episode's more. This one was calmer. More of a development of her, again, her character, her story, her relationship with Fisk, as well as also more of an explanation to do with the powers that she has. Very much enjoyed the episode. How I stand on her power situation, I guess for me is what I'm understanding is that, again, it's just that there's no real reason behind it other than the powers of ancestors. Again, if our ancestors were not humans and then they basically turned to humans and they were able to be passed down through that, then I guess when you think about it, there's a that's it really. So I'm not too certain what her original powers are, but I mean, we saw the bits with the shooting and stuff like that. So realistically, we're seeing parts of it, so we understand what it is now. If we get her in like something random, not random. So let's say we get in an Avengers film, for example, and then she's out there just sort of like shooting people. We wouldn't, and then suddenly she's out there like with a stick, like her ancestor was in the game, and like sort of smacking someone up and doing these athletic movements and stuff like that. I guess it's one of those ones that isn't really. It doesn't need to be explained. We'd have to have the cutting in and out, but at least we got it this time in the show because it's her show. So we're getting the explanation now. I get that. But I'm still a little bit. I think I might need to have a little time to either read up or look on it. But the fact is that it was like it all makes sense now because she experienced the same visions when she gave birth to her mother. So like it's obviously then in that sense that it's in the time of need because that's when she needed. I think I just worked out in my head already, but that's when she needed the answers the most. So that's when it goes. So it looks like that's what it more is. So I get. I mean, yeah. Does it make her powerful? Yeah, definitely. Well, it makes her more. It makes her have the ability to do stuff. Would she go up well against an alien? Probably not. And that's where the Avengers are going, baby. But whether she ends up with the Avengers or not, that's neither here nor there. But the point is that in the long term, I don't know whether it's going to get, depending on where she'd go. But again, when you think about where's Daredevil going to come against aliens, but I think. Basically, I think why I'm a little bit taken back by it is because I heard, maybe it's more sort of difference of her powers, because when I heard, I've sort of seen more people writing ambiguous posts about it, it was like, they made it seem like it was an absolute travesty, so I was expecting something like overpowered, like, or completely different, or, like, I understand Ms. Marvel's change into the Bengal, sort of the cosmic power, to sort of like, integrate it into the Marvels and that sort of part of it, but again also they sort of dabbled on the fact she's a mutant, so I get that. Whereas this one, I don't know what powers are for me to be like. I understand the fury because I'm like, this is all right. It's all right. I was like, when she started busting heads open last one, I was like, yes. So I don't know. But I'm going to do my notes real quick because I'm tired. My eyes are going a little bit red as well. I've just noticed, gone glassy as fuck. I need to do another edit just so then I can get another recording done tomorrow and get it's a whole thing. I'm busy. I'm going off this side. I'm so tired. No, I'll do my notes. Right. again, I go starting off with the notes. 2008 is the first Kingpin appearance in the MCU because it is, as we can see here, it's 2000. And so when it was 2008, he was out here bashing up the ice cream vendors. I love that. Listen, ice cream vendors provide a service that, like, realistically, I think they should get a higher medal than like army vets. Personally, ice cream vendors, I would salute the shit out of them. But this one needed to go. Not because he did anything wrong. He didn't understand what Maya was doing. He was just sort of like not understand what she was on. Use her words, all that sort of stuff. He was just ignorant to her condition, and but you had to go just so we can get that moment with Kingpin. Just the brutality of it. It's again not the brutality that we got from the Netflix season. We're not going to get that. We aren't going to get that with Disney at the helm. We got something that we never got before, which is like as part of the MCU, where this is a full-on mauling of an innocent man, and it's almost glamorized that we're here rooting for Fisk in that moment, you know, because we love this character, we love this actor. So but we got that, which it's great. And again, it's the sort of the video itself, the camera work is like sort of almost void of certain colors, so it highlights his whiteness, like as in like it's somewhat dull, but his white suit stands out. And that thing of him literally coming up behind the ice cream van and just looking like so huge, it's just yes. Him coming in, just sort of smacking him up, throw him against the thing, just going at him. And his first thought was, I need a new suit. I can't let Maya see this. Again, you got more of an understanding of his relationship with her, because obviously he would have been sending out her fathers to be doing all these sort of gangster shit. So in his meantime, rather than the gangster stuff himself, he was able to have these little moments with someone who he could be impressed upon, who he actually, a daughter he never had, or probably felt like he could never have, but now he does in a way. He's helping bring her up. That moment when she comes over and kicks the ice cream vendor, either because she learned it from watching him, or she just has general like sort of genuine just rage still in her, and now obviously we know where that's come from, but especially with what happened to her mother is probably what would be pushing that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. So then we got 2021, her having the final lesson with Fisk. They don't trust anyone but ourselves. We can only trust each other. Classic, toxic, toxic relationship manipulation at its finest from someone that wants to keep himself in power, whilst also keeping the person away from the others, making that side. Again, it's just very unbelievably toxic. It's a very common play in abusive relationships, and that's not like in just romantic. That's in any relationship, you know, you have. So that was great. But then it made it, because I remember I never said it in the episode of the English, but I was like, this sign lady is, I was like, in my head, like I never said it. I was like, she's kept around for all this. I was like, good for him to employ someone like that. And I remember at one point I was thinking to myself, I was like, how is she allowed to be privy to all these conversations? How? And it makes sense, because that's what led up to him literally saying, you're done, you're relieving your duties as far as I want to go, and then bam, she's there, shot in the hallway, get rid of her body. Lovely stuff. That again with him going into literally saying, I thought firstly all the goons turn up behind Fisk when she thought she could either try to escape or attack him, and then his thing is just like, I thought we could have Sunday dinner. That was it. Like again, a tradition they had that we had no idea they had until about 2 minutes beforehand. But again, like I said during my pet peeve, the whole sort of let's have Sunday dinner. Let's open some drinks, and then literally there's not even a bit eaten, or even like just 2 mouthfuls. I know they're doing it. I fucking know they're doing it for editing reasons and because they don't want the actor sick. But that's what I loved about the likes of Sopranos, when he spoke to them bastards, or when they do the interviews, they literally would be like, I'd be feeling sick because we would just have trays of plates and loads of food for them, and we just ate. And it was just like, that's what I'm talking about. Actually look like you're eating your food rather than that playing with food. And I hate that. It's such a little pet peeve of mine. But again, that's get out of the way. I can continue with what they spoke about then. But yeah, him talking about that relief that you could see in her eyes, the relief that he was actually alive. Because again, she must have been very torn about it. This was a father figure to her. like literally a second dad. She lost the mother figure. Her dad wasn't as around as much because she was doing stuff for Fisk. So he was the father figure to her, and he looked after her in the times when her father couldn't or when he wasn't there. So again, it was always going to be relief. But that whole moment, again, that sort of tension that was built at the dinner table with the sort of the handing over the bags to sort of like walking around. She's there saying, I'll pour the wine. She must have thought it might have been poisoned or something. That's the only thing I can think of. So she uncorked it and just poured it down the drain. I'm so upset about about that. Again, I love a good red wine, me. And that actually made me so angry. I fancy red wine and everything now. I can't have it on a Thursday night at 9:30, could I? I haven't had a drink prior to... Oh, no, I'm tired. That actually might send me off to sleep. I'm having a glass of red wine after this. You can't stop me. So, yeah, so that whole thing, that sort of like build of attention, will there only... The whole sort of... what did I write here? What the fuck did I just write here? Cookies, there we go, cookies. The whole idea here, cookies, him sort of like showering her with stuff in which she likes and gifts, trying to put her at ease, but also making her question everything. He knows exactly what he's doing with these sort of things. Again, whether she ate the cookies or not, we'll have to see. But then the knife, that moment of with the knife dropping, and they both reached for it, and she sort of realised that she was going to reach for it as normal, but then also could be a weapon, and he's looked at her, and then that little moment he's just held and given to her, and like, you can try. I'm certain that a knife to him would, again, like a lot of... Like, it's like a suit to the others could be bulletproof and stab proof. They were knife proof, weren't they, the last ones in Netflix series. But like him, he's just so thick and muscular is that it probably wouldn't hurt him one bit. So, yeah. Yes, I just thought, yeah, that was a great moment between them, just that build up of tension, you know? But again, him saying like, listen, I would love you to join me. Like, you know, this you can have it all, everything you want, that sort of thing. Is that come to the fact he's staying at the hotel as well. Very, you know, in the casino, probably in the high roller. He probably does. You know what? No, he's in a high roller room, and he probably even doesn't even bet. That's what's good about KP is that he wouldn't do that shit. He would literally just be like, sort of like, give me your biggest room, and I probably won't even pay you. Probably paid him handsomely, but that's the order that he would give off. So yeah, I do like the fact that again after this spoke about Henry was there saying like, basically saying like, well, she's saying that he offered me the queen pin sort of thing, and Henry was like I don't think you should do it. And he's at that moment of she's like, are you like, do you actually think that, like, you know, are you afraid that I'll be good at it? He's like, no, I know you'll be good at it. That's what scares me. And then that whole thing, you left me, abandoned me, and it's good that she actually got the I'm sorry out of him, that he admitted that he was scared. Again, you cannot, as much, the reason why his thing is that this one, I think Maya takes advantage of the situation, is that she isn't scared of Kingpin because Kingpin they have a different relationship to everyone else. Kingpin would hesitate in killing her, and I know she knows that, and he knows that. The others he would not even bat an eyelid to kill. Wouldn't even bat an eyelid, and that's the difference. So of course he should be scared of the scenarios in because he had to, and he didn't want anyone else to die. So, but yeah, that moment then as well with Chula and her having the same visions as well. Again, I thought it was going to be something more of a message rather than a lesson. That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be like they were going to see something and it was going to mean something to going forward, but it isn't. It was just that them having the visions were an understanding of the ancestors coming to at the point they need them. So the fact is that eventually that is what led them to each other, and I am glad that in that moment, that overall in the moment between Chula and Maya, is that Maya, again, great acting from the actress played by Maya, Miss Cox, again, she great acting, outstanding acting as well, both and Chula as well. She was brilliant. But what I will say is that I'm glad the character Maya did not let Chula off the hook, because again, as upset and sad as she is, and as much as she talked about it, and she is heartbroken by it all and still is, she was a kid. She was a kid, and she's right about this. She was a kid, and although she took him away again, she had to go with her father, and there wasn't any issues with that. It's only in hindsight now as a kid, but at the same time, she was a kid. You could have reached out, could have visited, could have asked for her to visit, could have done this and that, rather than just fucking keep her hands there. So I'm so glad that Maya did let her off the hook, and it was even when there was bits where it was emotional, and she was her she was like, you could see she gets it, but at the same time, how could you be like this but then not like this to me? So I really do appreciate that they didn't gloss over that. So yeah. But yeah, then also again that whole I like the look of what they did with when it was shown Chula giving birth. Well, when she was in her labor, but she was going through labor. That whole sort of imagery that they had going through the forest, all the what's the word I'm looking for? The not medics, and not the witch doctors. What are they? All the let's call them midwives, because they're not midwives, but all the people that were able to help with her process of the labor. That whole thing with her on the stretcher going through the forest, and then her push away the bite and looking at the trees, and it's molding into the visions coming around her of the tunnel, the cave is, where they're seeing the lake and the blue water and all the color. I thought that was great. That shot of her in the water as she's giving labor. Again, a lot of time I thought there was a lot of people weren't there, they just left her, but luckily the midwife came along. But what a great shot that was of her in the water. Scream was in labor. I thought that was a great look for that scene. But again, with that, I had to touch this out, the whole idea that they are there to help them in their time of need. I'd like to know how many ancestors she can unlock. So I'm interested to see, because we've seen obviously we've seen a couple of them now, and it's like, right, okay, where are we going to go now to be able to get these moments and to continue, to make her adapt to every scenario. It's kind of like, you remember in Ben 10 when he had that little Swiss Army watch and he turned into things that adapted. It's like that, but ancestral wise. So I'm interested to see where that goes. But again, as for the actual conversation between them, I got that. Again, great acting from both of them. Both stepped up, but I'm glad that they didn't let Chula off the hook, and things were said where it can't just be swept up to the side or built up. But obviously that's registered with Chula, because then straight away she's gone into her room to then start designing some sort of outfit for her. I assumed it was for Maya, but we'll have to see what it ends up being. That whole on the nose sort of echoing ancestors as well. On the nose, but yeah, I'll take it, But again with Chula as well, talking about how when she lost her mother, is that a part of her, that connection between her, again, it makes you feel that pain, that anguish for them. Her world, her heart, everything shattering around her. It is, again, felt her pain. But again, I was still just bitter like Maya myself. But yeah, so again, I love the fact that then Maya decided, right, I'm going to go to the museum, the casino, to then kill him. He sort of expected her to come, whether he expected her to come in gun up or down, I don't know, but Kingsman's reaction to that as well, to explain everything, her counteracting what he was saying, to then basically saying, you used me, you basically put it, him calling out his shit, even even the simplest thing of not learning sign. Again, he had someone else do it, but he could have learned sign, and he didn't. He only did it lightly in Hawkeye, and in this one he barely did anything, if any. So yeah, I thought that was a great little touch, and him getting wound up by it, by her talking to him like this, and I reacted, him again having that moment of, I know I messed up, or something along those lines. But again, he doesn't really believe it, because he got frustrated at her calling him out, and he's not used to that. He doesn't like that. But that moment where, again, they integrated the story of him killing his father with the hammer, I think that's great. Rather than do the wall of the painting that we did get in Netflix, the painting of the wall, sorry, I should have said, we got the hammer, which again, it's sublime. It's so good. It's just it's top notch stuff. Again, so glad that we kept this in the narrative again, that he killed his father, and his father is the only way he knew peace and freedom. Again, that play that he did of, do it to me, I'm here for your taking, probably knew that even if she tried or got one lick, he probably wasn't gonna die at her hands anyway. he wouldn't allow that to happen. But that sort of back, he was like, "Do it, take me," and he knew that she wouldn't. Bam, straight into his next play, which is, "I hope you come with the same, or we'll cut from the same cloth, whatever. Join me tomorrow." All that stuff. The fact that he is wanting to give her the empire she wants. I mean, but again, is it really the empire she wants, or she probably thinks she deserves? But probably, I don't know. But him then trying to convince her that. Actually, I threw my thing away when I realized there was like 2 more notes. I know one of them was that I think it was her. What the oh, I wrote something on the previous page, mixed page up, and then it was see grandmother, and I didn't question it was see grandmother. And I didn't realize it was C, and I thought it was sex grandmother, and that just threw me off. Yeah, I wrote down hammer time for that bit with Fisk, by the way. I was really happy with that. Yeah, on the birthday as well. He says, "Come home." So come home, drives off. That's it. She literally was just like, he's like, "Come home," and then she's like, and then she just drives off in the distance. Where she is going to, whether she's going to, straight to New York to start making moves or do some things, we'll have to see. But yeah, him thinking again. I love the fact that he thought this was going to work, and that's what's so great about it, is that he's frustrated at himself for he's frustrated. He's so angry that he's then decided to hit the play. I wish we could have finished that scene more better. I think we could have easily have done better with that scene, personally for me, because it was a quick, I'm quick to anger, this is Kingpin, and then it was Georgia, and it's like, I mean, like, it's something that popped in my head. It's like, why didn't we just sort of do a close, like a sort of a exit shot of the camera getting pulled out of the plane as he's carried on fucking destroying stuff, or again, rather than do that, it's a shot of him behind him and he says smash it, and then it goes into the cockpit, or to the back of the plane, and you just hear the shouts, smashing stuff. I don't know. I just think we could have bathed in that moment of Kingpin's anger that little bit longer. I personally think, for me, and it would have just sort of set up to see how much of how rageful he can be in these moments. And yeah, that's personally that's probably a little nitpick for me. I would have enjoyed that moment a little bit more, just to draw it out. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. It's set up nicely for the next episode. Hopefully, the next episode is not a lackluster sort of feel. So hopefully it isn't. I wish it isn't. But again, I think at the time when I reacted to Secret Invasion, when I watched it, I thought it started off well, consistently was good, and then I felt like it rushed towards the end. And even in the last episode, even at the time, I think I was a bit sort of taken by this was again. I will say that in hindsight, looking back at it, doing the editing, rewatching it, I was left in that sort of they rushed this shit. They rushed this shit, and I hope that I know it's only literally the next episode is probably only about this, probably 35 minutes. 40 minutes, half an hour to 30 to 40 minutes, I'd say. So I just hope that they don't rush the story just for it to be glossed over quickly, you know? I wouldn't want a huge battle to be finished in seconds just cause. I'd rather be a smaller battle that's more personal, and whether that's the battle against Daredevil or Kingpin, or to just make her way to New York, or when she's in New York to be able to make something of her own, I don't know. But I think that the growth of Maya's been done well. We just need a final touch that isn't going to be sort of like, oh my god, I'm now the best hero in the world. I think it's more going to be, needs to be more layered than that, and it can't be just sort of like, yeah, I was bad, but now I'm good. It needs to be complicated, but not complicated enough where it's like because I know they're going to take their time. They're not going to they're going to make it short and sweet. So it isn't like a complicated. It was like, we could have. Basically, they need to find a sweet spot of telling this story without it seeming rushed, but without it sort of like seeming that it takes too long, without leaving things behind, but then also finishing things too early. And I don't think they've discovered how to tie things in a bow nicely that good. It's rare when the MCU shows finish on such a high, where it's like, wow, that was spectacular storytelling, you know? And it's rare. So hopefully Echo can break that. No, not break that voodoo. Loki did very well to do it, you know. But Loki's on a different level in my opinion. But yeah, so hopefully the next episode's good. I am gonna leave it there, guys, because I am shattered. I need to go relax. I need to edit. Oh my god, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. So thank you again for watching. So if you liked the video, please like the video. Comment down below. What do you think of this episode? What do you think of Kingpin and Maya's relationship development in it? Are you happy to have the Hammer story back? Are you happy? Would you wish they told a different version or kept the painting instead? But then again, that would have been not copying, but the Hammer was a little bit different, you know. What do you think of the whole situation to do with Maya's powers? How it's to do with the ancestors being passed down? That whole moment between her and her grandmother. And overall, just let me know what you thought of the episode and what you thought of this season so far at this point. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. Bunch of other videos around here to do with me, react to the MCU. I've done all the TV shows since Moon Knight. I also reacted to the MCU films, Phase 1 to 3 with my mate Josh. You only seen a couple of those, so the Infinity Saga's up there with him. I also react to things by myself. More recently I've been doing Gen V, The Witcher, The Boys, Star Wars Rebels, a lot of Star Wars stuff recently as well. But I also reacted to more recently the Doctor Who new episodes. I'm a big fan of them, as you can see, and I've been doing the new episodes with the 60th anniversary and Shooty. Gatwa's first episode is the Christmas special. Been doing them, but I also do the Doctor Who reactions with my little brother Charlie. He hasn't seen any of them, and we are on David Tennant's first season. So if anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, guys, have a look around, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, guys, and I'll see you out there.